goes away to Johns. Johns selectively to Craig Wing. Wingers under the post. Craig Wing has scored. Craig Wing has scored. Johns has opened them up. Timmins was supreme. It was lovely football by the Blues.
And they were given 6 again by an attempted intercept from Stephen Price, and then some very tight defence in the next couple of rucks.
So Johns is with it, sets himself up for it, gets it away. Bill Harrigan puts the arm in the air. It's a point for New South Wales, but it's a 7-point buffer. Badeiras to Johns, he'll score. The captain is in. Andrew Johns scores. New South Wales, they race out to a 23-12 lead now.
Great start. We knew it was up against us up here, the new ground, but just over the move of the team performance, mate. Great effort for everyone.
Inside the 30, they go to the 20, and they go to the boot of Sean Timmins. Up it goes and down it comes. It's back to Timmins. He rakes it away to Johns. Johns goes for a field goal, and Bill Harrigan says it is a field goal right on half-time. Well, Andrew Johns, there's nothing left to be said. He's found the line with a drop kick from the 20 that should have been a tap probably in the minds of most people, and then with nothing else on offer, he takes a drop goal.
Bigger bloke, but not only stop him, you've got to wrap the ball up and then try to get him on the ground, get him back and slow it up. So,
do you try to? I mean, but when I watch you play this, it seems like there's more than that. It seems like you want to pick him up. You want to show those blokes that you're not going to be pushed around. You're not an easy target.
It's probably part of not many halfbacks games, of any halfbacks game. Defence, and I take pride.
Change for McDougall in the nights after the break. Andrew Johns determined dart needing this to win the match.
It's coming around. It's coming back. He's going to get it. He has got it. Andrew Johns has kicked it. What a phenomenal finish.
A Junius probably springs to mind.
Now here's a man that's played on Wednesday night. He's led his team to victory. He knows that if that ball doesn't go between the posts, they go into extra time. He's got to go for a golden point. So he's got plenty of incentive there to kick that goal, not only to win the match, but to ensure that all of the tiredness that he suffered through Wednesday night and then 80 minutes of that match wouldn't be compounded by having to play an additional period of extra time.
There is no doubting the importance of Andrew Johns to the Newcastle Knights, but as Manly found out, it's hard to keep a good man down.
Skips Perry, and that is a beautiful ball from Andrew Johns. One of the finest in the NRL through this man, Johns. Good second man ball to Mark Hughes. It has worked to perfection for the second time this afternoon.
Knights captain Andrew Johns still finding his feet in general play, but kicking superbly. He's only missed one shot at goal this.
He's getting a bit frustrated, and I think the emotions that he shows rubs off on everyone else. I'd just like to see him go back.
There's Johns. He's the X factor. How will he come through? That's his dad. Some say he shouldn't be there on his limited preparation. Others say he had to be there. He's only played 9 games in the past 2 seasons. Badeiras back for Riles. Riles shaped to pass, but Simpson was fractionally in front of him. Tackle 5 is there. They're just into Queensland's territory now. Here's Johns putting a kick in. Minicello's chasing. The ball is hitting the upright. It'll be a try. It's a try for the Blues. Scored by Minicello. That's his 5th Origin try. Anthony Minicello has scored.
Well, kickers love the posts, whether they're putting bombs up, whether they're sliding kicks through. I don't know whether Andrew Johns is aiming for them, but if anyone's going to hit them, it's going to be the maestro in the 7 jersey.
Joe, that must have been a very close call for Stephen Clark and his touch judge. It looked
40-20.
There's a 40-20, it's there.
Oh.
So, as Paul Horton said in the first half, that's Origin, 1 second, you're down there with a chance, you've got the points counted, and then they hurt you at the other end of the park. There's the kick.
Well, there's absolutely nothing Queensland could have done about that.
In front of the Eastern Grandstand. And the kick on its way. I think he's got it again. Yes, the flags are up again. Johns, the legend, is kicking magnificently. Newtley, now it's gone from wing, gone to Johns. Johns dummies. He breaks the line. Johns
forward pass. Andrew Johns takes them on, makes the bust, gets through with support. Stephen Clark was right in line for the Badeiras pass. Look at this, gets through some tied defence. Badeiras there. He knows there's blue supporters on the left. Hoiks it. But it drifted forward to Matt Cooper.
Out to Johns, and Johns looks inside, then runs again. Johns is in space, puts a kick in, bounces off a Queenslander who didn't play at the ball. Badeiras away to wing now. Wing is 15 now, uses Gaznia. Gaznia has taken the ground. He's not held Gaznia. Gets up and goes again. Tackled on 5, 10 away from the line. Played back for Badeiras to Johns. There's trouble here. Wing is tackled, turnover. Could see another try coming. He has not had an easy one. Both from the same position, opposite side of the ground. 5 in, 22 out. Strikes it, keeps it low. I think he's got it. He has. Johns has kicked 3 from 3. Back to Badeiras, who gets it away for Johns. He switches it back into the short side for Anasta. And Braith plays the ball. Badeiras goes to Johns. Off his right foot, try. Badeiras has scored his second Origin try in as many games. The Newcastle captain to the New South Wales captain. And Danny Badeiras scores. Origin 2 will go to the Blues now.
Well, the Queensland coach Michael Hogan will hope that he sees plenty of that in the second half of the season at club level. Newcastle number 7 to the Newcastle number 9. Look at him bouncing around Andrew Johns. Worried about his fitness. He looks like a 12-year-old out there. Precision ball between Queensland defenders. That wraps it up. And watch the Maestro in action. Sums up the situation. The ball out in 2 hands. Good runner.
Yeah, that'll do it for you. The Maestro has struck again.
Meters from the line. Johns is dangerous. Anasta's over. Ladies and gentlemen, there is the first try, scored by Braith Anasta. The Blues 6, Queensland no score. Badeiras, Johns, chances the kick. There's plenty of chasers. They got a try out of it. There's a try for Gaznia. 4 Origin matches, 4 tries for Mark Gaznia. New South Wales 12, Queensland no score. Johns. Now off his right foot a couple of times, takes the tackle. Minicello, here is King, and Matthew King has gone in. New South Wales have scored another try. The boy from Melbourne Storm has scored, and the Blues lead by 18-0. No, goes back to the blind side. King will score. Matt King scores his second try of the night. New South Wales have gone further in front, 22-0. Craig Wing unhappy, but it wasn't anything like that from New South Wales. They have won 32-10. It's a record win for the Blues in Brisbane.
Yeah, great feeling. It was always really confident going in. Just enjoy being back out here. It's what footy's all about, and I'd like to thank everyone for letting me be involved.
9th minute of extra time, so it was almost a draw, Daisy. And Cronulla, they've got a fair record, I think 3 times now, Golden Point, they've won twice. So it was
always going to be a very difficult night considering Cronulla.
Andrew Johns was at his best last night. When he plays like that, Newcastle are almost impossible to beat. The Origin hero again the nemesis for Storm and Queensland coach Craig Bellamy.
Uninjured, he's going to show his real talent. This field goal, right on half-time, hitting the crossbar, just broke their backs, I thought. It was really quite something special. But just one other bloke I want to give. There's Joey enjoying that.
Forwards, there was a real sameness about them, but we're starting to see a bit of individuality about them now. And Clint Newton is probably the best example of that, is how he's blossomed.
Paul Harrigan was telling me during the week that,
Newcastle's season has turned around with Andrew Johns at the helm, and so did this game. He again led the fight back, first sending Brad Tye over, and then he did it all by himself. Manly scoreless in the second half. Newcastle 22-14.
Well, they could have scored 5 or 6 extra tries, then all of a sudden Andrew Johns from his own end of the field. Watch this pass. Watch this. Around the corner to Brett Tye. A little bit of a touch, hold up, stop. You've been touched, but it was a good touch. Yeah, it was a good touch, and Brett Tye races away, and from there, the floodgates seem...
Goes to the left-hand side. He deserves it. Andrew Johns deserves that try. He has orchestrated one hell of a Newcastle performance.
He looks up once again, Danny Badeiras. What about that left footstep? Philip Luluai is just left stranded. This will show it up beautifully. Look there, the number 16 from Cronulla. Sullivan can't...
Andrew Johns had a hand in 3 of the tries, kicked 5 goals and got the man of the match. So, I mean, he's flown in about 2 days ago. How good is he?
In the first half, Leeds, well, they're thinking that he might be a bit jet-lagged. They sent plenty of troops his way. He just kept picking them up and driving them backwards. His kicking game second half was just superb. Set up a try with a little jink and put one of his teammates away. Look, he's gone there under pressure because he is the world's best and he's just confirmed it again.
They're saying he's worth every penny. That's what they're saying in Warrington after Joey Johns wove his magic in the English Super League debut for the Warrington Wolves. He's that good. His presence lifted his new side to an upset 33-16 win over the Leeds Rhinos. The world's best player carving up the defence with fancy footwork, while at times his kicking game was just simply astonishing. No one was able to work out how he get this long-range punt to stop in goal.
Well, he could not possibly have hoped for a better start than this.
To cap it off, Johns kicked 5 goals from 6 attempts and surprise, surprise, he collected. On how far Warrington progressed, there was actually some doubt over his availability for the national team. Johns managed to cross for a flashy try, but his side was outclassed by Hull in the Super League elimination final.
Andrew Johns for Warrington!
Placement out there for the Kiwis. Here's Johns turning it back on the inside for Kennedy. 2 metres out from the posts. Gower to Johns, and Johns will score. Carries Fayumu across the line. So Australia have rattled a couple of tries onto the board very, very quickly.
He gets close to the line, senses opportunity better than any halfback in the game, and he backs his physical size and strength to take forwards on.
Right, that's where they go. Looks for the post, he found it. Trouble and try. Persistence pays off for Andrew Johns. Badeiras, knock on, Johns, dummies and scores. That is a double for Joey Johns today. Isn't he happy?
15 minutes. The Knights, the Raiders have done all the tackling. Joey's on the spot, scores the try on that occasion, one of the easiest tries that he scored in his career, but it's the result of the Raiders being absolutely fatigued. The Knights look fresh as a daisy. They've got a spring in their step. Joey's got a spring in his step because he paced himself early on in the half.
From Andrew Johns will be from inside his own 40.
Inside!
It's away from Hornby and it's going to bounce at right angles, and he's come up with a 40-20.
Well,
they're going to check it though.
Yeah, I think that was right on the line, on the lines. Now that's good enough, but I think they want to check it. But have a look at the way this ball bounced again. He's given Ben Hornby nightmares.
That's fine. I think it's a 40-20.
Yeah, well, I think he's checking to see whether it goes in over the 20-metre line because it does a big banana bend.
That's
40-20 for mine.
Just makes it, I think.
It's a 40-20.
Just makes it.
That is an extraordinary kick.
And there's nothing Ben Hornby could have done about that. It was coming straight at him, and it did the big leg spinner.
On the field for the Dragons now. Badeiras to Johns. Numbers. Carney for the corner. Has he got the pace? He has got the pace. And Dwarf back on the inside to Andrew Johns. They will lead by 20 by half-time. Terrific try from Newcastle. The Dragons have shot ducks at the moment. I bet she kicks this one as well. It's on its way. And he adds the extra 2 right on half-time. And with that goal, Andrew Johns equals Daryl Halligan as the 3rd highest goal kicker of all time. So Johns to rub salt into the wound. He's added the extra points from touch. It is the night for the Knights.
Andrew there from 8 metres in. Touch judges haven't moved. Flags up. Australia go a further 2 in front. Matthew Johns sideline. Thank you, Peter. To the blind side. Johns spins the ball away. And Tamana Tahu. He has scored Australia's 3rd. Tahu I told you earlier, he's been in sparkling form. And from the sideline, Johns has got it there. He uses the paintwork to his advantage. 20-6, Andrew.
And what about the roar? It makes a difference when you've got a green and gold jumper compared to a blue one for Andrew Johns on the back of this try. Wyatt has been scored down that side. It is a tall...
No bigger role was played than that of Danny Badeiras, and Johns from the sideline gets it over again. Just with a little push, but he gets it there.
Brilliant. A couple of great things about this try, though, Danny.
A sideline conversion from the captain, and it was 6-all.
As Andrew Johns has rubbed salt into the wound.
Another sideline conversion, and they were up 12-6.
From the same spot, Johns this time added the extras, giving the Knights a 10-0 half-time lead.
Man of the match thanks to passes like this.
Johns long to Carmont, he'll score. Carmont strolls.
Got that down on the line.
And very fitting that Andrew Johns should score the final try. Still plenty of time on the clock, but that conversion led to a 22-18 scoreline.
Joey was soon awarded with 4 points of his own, and it was no surprise whose high ball provided try number 3. Here it comes, Johns contributing 16 points in the 32-18 victory.
Career point score had grown to 2,176 points, making him the highest scorer in first-grade premiership history. Andrew Johns revolutionised rugby league. His passing and kicking game became the benchmark for all other halfbacks.